Hi, everybody. It's meteorologist Joe Cioffi. Weather in 5 days in 5 minutes. Just really quick, I just want to remind everybody that the Joe and Joe Weather Show is on my YouTube channel, which is called Joe Cioffi. So you can head over there if you haven't already and subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is for free. Just use your Gmail account and set the notifications to on so you can catch the Joe and Joe Weather Show every night at 7 o'clock Eastern Time and on Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. Also, the Joe and Joe Weather Show, as well as Weather in 5, available as a podcast. And you can find us on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and a whole bunch of other places, Spotify, etc. Just search for Joe and Joe Weather Show, and it should come up. So let's start off our day as we take a look at what's happening. Clouds are rolling in from the southwest. There's a disturbance that is lifting northeastward. Our dry air mass is starting to move out offshore. And this southern disturbance, by the way, is somewhat coupled, but not. They are separate entities. But if you look off the southeast coast, we're seeing a low that has developed and has become better organized, and this stands a chance of becoming a tropical depression or a tropical storm. But notice the clouds are moving southwest to northeast, so that passes well to our south. So the issue for today into tomorrow is the cloud cover that is coming up from the south and whether we're going to see some showers from this. As we take a look at the radar this morning, as of 8:30 Eastern Time, you do see an area of rain that is moving through southeastern Ohio, West Virginia, and into Western Virginia. Most of that looks like it wants to slide to the east. There's enough dry air around that as this lifts northward, and we could see the northern edge of this rain getting into southern Pennsylvania, maybe even into southern New Jersey later today into tonight. I'm thinking that most of that should pass by to the south of New York City, northern New Jersey, northeastern Pennsylvania, Long Island, and the Hudson Valley, and southern New England. Maybe a shower or two sneaks in during tonight, but I'm not looking for any big problems. So while we're dealing with clouds today, temperatures are not going to get out of the 70s. The lack of sunshine will hold temperatures down. And the general trend for the rest of this week is for it to start to turn warmer and more humid. Not so much for tomorrow, but for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then after that, the Labor Day holiday weekend is looking terrific. Not much rain is forecast this week. You'll notice if we were with the rain that's moving eastward, the models are basically causing it to fall apart. So rainfall amounts, other than whatever we get from some scattered showers and thunderstorms between now and Friday, on the order of a quarter to a half an inch, or in many cases even less. The bigger rains down in the southern plains, and also you're seeing the moisture that's off the east coast for the Carolinas. That is due to that tropical system that is moving on out to the east. So with respect to the forecast going forward, as far as temperatures are concerned, for today and tomorrow, not getting out of the 70s. Then as we move on into Wednesday, and we start to get into a warmer and more humid flow, temperatures will be back up into the upper 70s and lower 80s, maybe some middle 80s across southern Pennsylvania, southern New Jersey, upper 70s Hudson Valley into southern New England and Long Island. Thursday, it turns even warmer. Temperatures are going to be in the middle to maybe even a few upper 80s as you head south. There might be some showers and thunderstorms as we transition over into the warmer and more humid air late Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. And then after that, maybe a thunderstorm late Thursday. A cold front comes through on Friday, could be a chance for a thunderstorm late in the day. And then after that, we've got what I think will be at least 2 great days out of the 3 for the holiday weekend, and probably stretching it through Monday with no rain in the forecast. Temperatures on Saturday, low humidity and sunshine, not out of the 70s. And temperatures on Sunday with plenty of sunshine will be in the upper 70s to around or just over 80. So overall, I would say this is going to be a relatively uneventful week. One of the things I want to point out, though, for the long range, and we're looking at the jet stream pattern in the upper atmosphere. We've been talking about the fact that we've had this active Canadian part of the jet stream that has been shooting weather systems along, and it continues to do that this week. By Friday, we have a shortwave trough that's going to be swinging through here, bringing a cold front that moves out to the east. But watch what happens early next week. We have a deep trough that's forecast to drop down, and we've seen several of these through the month of August. Two of them resulted in tropical storms moving up the east coast. We have another, what looks like a fairly strong trough that's going to set up and drop southward from the Great Lakes into the Tennessee Valley. And when we have something like this, it creates a southerly flow along the eastern seaboard. So I think we need to spend this week keeping an eye on the tropics to see how it evolves. Because if this trough, this upper air pattern winds up verifying, and if we have some kind of tropical system, say off the southeast coast of the United States, it'll be like the other two. It would wind up shooting up the coast. Don't see anything at the moment. There are a number of waves that are out there, but none that we could link up to this upper air pattern. But I get very nervous when I see something like this, where you have a trough that drops down to our west and sets up a southerly flow along the east coast. I do want to just point out we do have one system in the tropics of interest, other than the one off the southeast coast, which is moving out. But we are seeing this tropical wave in the Caribbean moving westward, and it definitely looks to me like it's getting better organized. I'm actually seeing some evidence of at least a mid-level circulation here, and perhaps maybe even a low-level circulation develops later today. So we're going to watch this as it moves westward. It is going to track westward. The hurricane tracking models pretty much take it straight west. And most of them actually strengthen this up at least into a tropical storm. So this is something that we're going to be talking about a bit more on my weather platform on Patreon, which you can get to patreon.com/meteorologist Joe Cioffi. It's $2 a month, and if you take it for a year, there's a 15% discount. So 12 months cost you $20 instead of $24. So just letting you know that. All right, have a great day. The Joe and Joe Weather Show coming up tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. And again, you could also listen to it as a podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and a host of other podcast sites.